Hashem, can I write Vayikar? You just happen to talk to me, not because we have a relationship? Do I have to reveal our relationship here? Hashem says, yes, you must. There was a speaker who came to BCMH, a woman from the Stern Yeshiva University community. Anyway, if you remember, if you were there at this woman's talk, which was really, really good, she talked about Rashi's commentary and the peculiarity of Rashi's commentary never having an introduction. Okay? That in all the Svarim, Chomesh and Navi, that Rashi writes his commentary on, and Gemaras, he never includes an introduction. Whereas all the other commentators, not all, many commentators write an introduction. Even those contemporary with Rashi. It's not just like a later invention. We have introductions going back to the time of Rashi and even prior. So Rashi doesn't write an introduction. And so she asked, like, why is that? But she says, if you read Rashi's first comments on every sefer, they always have something to do with Hashem's relationship to the Jewish people. So she said that Rashi's first comment on the sefer, on the first pasuk, is his introduction, and his introduction always highlights the relationship between Hashem and the Jewish people. For example, in Bereshis, what does he say in the beginning of Bereshis? He talks about how the word Bereshis is a very peculiar word. And the reason for that is that the word Reshis doesn't mean beginning. Reshis means beginning of. So what Bereshis bara means, Bereshis bara Elokim means in the beginning of Hashem created. Right? So that doesn't make sense. In the beginning of what? And all the commentaries grapple with this. In the beginning of what? And they each have their answer. And Rashi gives several possibilities. But what he says is, no, you're reading it all wrong. It's not in the beginning of, Bereshis. The base doesn't mean in. The base prefix before the word Reshis, beginning of, means with. Okay? With something called Reshis. There's a thing called Reshis. And with this thing, bara Elokim es hashamayim ve'es haaretz. With this thing, Hashem created the heavens and the earth. What is this thing, Reshis? He says, Bishvil Yisrael shenikra Reshis. With Reshis means, Reshis is Yisrael. Reshis is the Jewish nation, as Rashi will go on to explain. And it was with Yisrael that Hashem created the heaven and the earth. What do you mean with Yisrael he created heaven and the earth? Yisrael was not created. It means with Yisrael in mind. With this thought, with this conception of there's going to be a Yisrael. For that, I'm going to create Shamayim va'aretz. So, Bereshis, with Reshis, which is Yisrael, with that Hashem created the heaven and the earth. Why is Yisrael called Reshis? Because in Yirmiyahu, I think it's Perek Beis Pasuk Gimel, chapter 2, verse 3 of the book of Jeremiah, it says, Kodesh Yisrael Hashem, Yisrael is holy unto Hashem, Reshis Tivuaso. He is the first of his crop, right? The first of his crop. Why is it called the first of his crop? There were a lot of things that happened before Yisrael. But again, Sof Ma'aseh b'machashava techila. It is with the end thought in mind that we begin the creation. Like Stephen Covey says in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I don't remember if it's habit 1 or habit 2. I forgot already. But he says, begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Sof ma'aseh b'machashava techila. We say it in L'chadodi when we talk about Shabbos. Shabbos is the last day of the week. But it was with Shabbos in mind that Hashem created the first 6. It was to get to Shabbos. Shabbos is the end point. Shabbos is the destination. Right? Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oshila olam. Between me and the Jewish people, the Shabbos is an eternal sign. The Shabbos is joining of Yisrael and Hashem together in intimacy. So Yisrael was the end thought. Hashem wanted to have a relationship with us. And with that in mind, he created the whole world. The whole world was created to have a relationship with the Jewish people. This is how she explained Rashi's comments to Bereshis. This is exactly what Rashi means, no question. But in other words, she says, this is Rashi's Hakdama. This is his introduction to Chumash. Rashi's introduction is everything revolves around the relationship between Hashem and the Jewish nation. Next, the book of Shemos. The book of Shemos, Eile Shemos Bnei Yisrael, Haboy Mitzrayma. These are the names of the Jewish people, the people of Israel who came to Mitzrayim. And Rashi says, right in the beginning of Shemos, he says, why does the book start with Eile Shemos? These are the names of the Jews. You already told me in Sefer Bereshis, at the end of Sefer Bereshis, you already told me that they came down to Mitzrayim and it counted them by name. Why are you telling me the names again? Rather what? To show you how much Hashem loves the Jewish nation, to show you how beloved the Jewish people is to Hashem, that he wants to, so to speak, count them again. He wants to say their names again. He just can't get enough of them. They're the apple of his eye. So it wasn't enough that he already said one time the Jews. It's like, let me go count my precious Jews again. These are the names of the Jewish people that came to Israel. And we find Rashi make similar statements at the beginning of Bamidbar with the census, and why Hashem's counting the Jews, and the same thing, because he loves the Jews. Like a person loves his coins, he's going to count them over and over. He knows how much money he has, but he has pleasure from counting them. Hashem has pleasure from the Jews. He loves the Jews. Vayikra, what does Vayikra mean? That Hashem calls to Moshe by name to show affection, right? And that's why Moshe made the aleph small, because he felt it was immodest to write a word that showed such a deep affection between him and Hashem. It's immodest. Hashem, can I write Vayiker? That you just happened, Vayiker, from the word mikra, meaning happenstance. You just happened to talk to me, not because we have a relationship. Do I have to reveal our relationship here? Hashem says, yes, you must, right? And Moshe says, but okay, fine, but can I at least try to hide the aleph a little bit by making it small? And Hashem says, that you can do, right? Rashi's introduction to every sefer is, it's all about our relationship with Hashem.